Hi everyone. So today's video is going to be the first episode of my entire series on sex education on my YouTube channel. And today's topic is about sexual consent. So we are going to cover what is sexual consent, how to ask for sexual consent, and when to ask for sexual consent. We hear the word consent a lot of times, but do we truly understand what it means? Have you ever wondered how real consent looks like? And when should you ask for consent and how do you ask for consent? Consent isn't just about saying yes or no, it's about a mutual respect, communication, and making sure that everyone feels safe and comfortable. Whether in a relationship, whether it's dating, or in everyday interaction with anyone, consent matters. It's what separates healthy relationships, respectful connections from uncomfortable or even harmful situations. Let's talk about consent in a way we all have experienced in our daily situations. Imagine you have just downloaded a new app, and the first thing it does ask is, do you allow notification? You have the choice to say yes or no. That's consent. Now let's apply that in real situation. Number one, we see that it is freely given. You are not forced to allow notification. The app will ask you, but you decide without any pressure. Number two is that it is reversible. If you say yes, but later change your mind, you can turn off notifications in your settings. Consent is not permanent, it can be withdrawn at any time. Informed, the app will tell you what kind of notification you'll receive, updates, messages of promotion. If it sends notifications you didn't agree to, that's not informed consent. It is enthusiastic. You want those notifications because they are useful to you. If only you said yes because the app made it difficult to decline, then that wouldn't be real consent. It is specific. Just because you allow message notification doesn't mean the app can start sending you random ads or tracking your location. Consent for one thing does not mean consent for everything. Now, let's replace notifications with our personal interactions and relationships. Consent works the same way. It's choice, it's ongoing, and it must be respected. So, next time you think about consent, remember, if we can respect it for phone notification, we can absolutely respect it in our daily lives. Now, let's talk about, when do we ask for consent? Consent is not just a one time thing, it's an ongoing conversation. You should always ask for consent before any sexual, physical, or intimate activity. And that doesn't just mean sex. Holding hands, hugging, kissing, these all require consent too. Some people assume that if they're in a relationship, consent is automatic. It's not. Just because someone has said yes before doesn't mean they are going to say yes forever. Always check in. Even in long term relationships, asking for consent shows respect and care. Now, here's a simple rule if you are unsure. If you are thinking, is this okay? Or should I check in? Then you already have the answer, yes, you should. Let's go back to the phone notification example. When an app asks for permission to send you notification, it doesn't just assume you are okay with them. It gives you the option to accept or decline. The same should apply to real life situation. Don't assume, just ask. And here is something really important. Not all consent is verbal. Pay attention to nonverbal cues. If someone's look uncomfortable, avoids eye contact, pulls away, hesitates, or stays silent, that's a sign that they may not be okay with what's happening. So, silence is not just consent. Silence is not consent. If they're not enthusiastically saying yes, pause and check in. The key takeaway, consent is about communication. Asking for it isn't awkward, it actually builds trust, comfort, and respect. Now that now that we know now that we know when to ask for consent, let's talk about how to ask for it the right way. The truth is, asking for consent doesn't have to be awkward. It can actually be simple, clear, and even attractive. The key is to use respectful and direct language. So, here are some of the easy ways to ask for consent. Are you comfortable with this? Do you want to keep going? Would you like to try this? You see, that's simple. Like, is this okay with you? Should I do this? These questions make sure both people are on the same page and feeling good about what's happening. Now, let's go back to the phone notification example again. When an app wants to send you notification, it doesn't just start spamming your phone. It asks first. And if you say no, the app doesn't argue with you, guilt trip you, or keep asking over and over. It simply respects your choice. Consent in real life should work the same way. If someone says no, don't pressure them. Don't try to convince them and don't make them feel bad about it. A no is a full sentence. Consent can also be sexy. When someone asks for consent, it shows confidence, care, and respect. It makes the other person feel safe, valued, and desired. Instead of assuming and guessing, just ask. It builds trust and makes the experience better for everyone. So let's normalize asking for consent because it's not just important, it's actually pretty attractive. Now, there are so many myths and misconceptions about consent that lead to harm and are existing. Let us clear up some of the biggest ones. If they didn't say no, it means yes. Nope. Silence is not consent. Just because someone doesn't resist or speak up doesn't mean they are okay with what's happening. Only a clear yes counts as consent. In a relationship, you don't need consent. No. Being in a relationship, whether you are married or not, and it doesn't matter for how long, it does not mean automatic access to someone's body. Consent is always needed every time. Being drunk removes responsibility. Absolutely no. If someone is too drunk to fully understand what's happening, they can't give consent. Taking advantage of someone in that state is not just wrong, it's assault. Consent is simple. If it's not freely given, informed, enthusiastic, and clear, it's not consent. Let's break these myths and create a culture of respect and communication. Now, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts about consent? And let's keep having this conversation in the comment section. Bye.